when I think back too more to when you were coming up before the Roc-A-Fella days, I think about Ice City.
Yeah.
Ice City. I don't never hear too much about Ice City no more, but that was kind of a big movement before Rock.
Yeah, the crazy thing is me and Petey just did a new Ice City record. We're gonna get Indy 5 on it. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, Ice City, that's my neighborhood, you know, that's where we grew up. That's like really not say my first rap group, but it's like the first rap group that I was like really pushing as an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just me and my homies from the hood. You know, we did everything together and you know, we put it in the music.
And where does the name Ice City come from?
Just the city is cool. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, our section of the city, we called it Ice City.
Okay, for sure, for sure. And that was my next thing, whatever happened to it, but now you're saying y'all about to bring that back.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. And so from Ice City is when you went into state property?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I met Beans, you know, at a rap battle.
Okay.
And, you know, we built a rapport. We took a liking to each other. He was going back and forth. You know, he was signed to Roc-A-Fella doing his thing. I had got locked up for possession with intent to deliver at the end of '99. I got out probably sometime in 2000, and then as soon as I got off house arrest, I was going back and forth to New York with Beans. I landed 1900 Hustler, and it came out that Halloween of 2000, and my life was changed ever since then.
Crazy. So that stuff just happened fast too.
Yeah, it happened real fast. It's so crazy that like I was in the streets heavy, you know, before I got locked up, and when I came home, my mom was like, "Yo, you can't be out here in these streets. You got to get a job. You got to get and all this." And I told her, I was like, "If this rap thing don't work by the end of the year, I'm gonna get a job." And, you know, I was just telling her that. I wasn't even thinking about getting no job, but you know, by the grace of God, it happened. And then when the album came out, I remember my mom like, "Yo, you really made it happen." I'm like, "What you talking about?" She said, "You said you was gonna make it happen by the end of the year." I'm like, "Oh shit." I did.
For sure.
You know, so that was dope.
So you never got no job?
I had a job back in the day. I used to sweep hair in a barbershop.
That was the first and only job?
Yeah, that was the first and only job. I used to sweep hair in a barbershop on a week, like Saturday, Fridays and Saturdays. Each barber, it was like 6 barbers. Each barber would give me $30, and I would get a free haircut.
Okay.
You know, I was still in school. I was like in grade school, so I was, you know, fresh sneaks, fresh cut. I was cool, you know.
Yeah.
I was a hustler from the brick.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the main things I get from the music too, definitely hustle music. It's probably crazy, some people watching this, to hear, you know, somebody who's had such longevity or whatever and never had a job like that. That's crazy. That's dope. I had too many jobs, man.
That is dope.
That's real dope, man. That's blessings for real.
Yeah, for sure. I can't complain.
So when it happened and you got on, you met Beans, and you kind of knew Beans just kind of like just through battles, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, we was cool. We definitely got way tighter over the years, but you know, we both had good energy and we both clicked. You know.
Sure. But when it happened and you got on with Rock, met Jay, all that kind of stuff, was it something you knew always had that feeling like something like that was gonna happen, or was it a surprise?
I always felt like I was gonna make it. Like I never felt like I couldn't do it. I always felt like I was gonna do it, and then. Because I was always hot. Everybody, like, when I got locked up, they like, "Yo, we got to break you out. You're so hot. You can't be sitting here with us," and all that. Like, you know, so I always had that type of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I seen people like Beans and Eve and, you know, people that I can actually touch make it, I'm like, oh, I know I can make it now. Like, I'm seeing people right around me doing it. I know I could do it. I always had that attitude, and, you know, alhamdulillah, it worked out.
No, for real. So when you got on with Roc-A-Fella, how'd it go? You had to rap for somebody, you spit, you met Jay, you met Dame.
Yeah, we all went up similar to Bean's story. Like they Beans, my old head, Sadiq, Champ, couple like Roller, rest in peace to Roller, couple stamped OGs from Philly took myself and a bunch of other rappers to New York to rap for Jay. And when I rapped, Jay ran out the room. Jay like, "Yo, this kid is crazy." Like, you know, I was like, spit hot shit for Jigga, impress niggas. Like, you know what I mean? That's where that line came from. And yeah, they loved it. You know, they was fucking with me. I had a warrant at the time for the case I was telling you about. I'm like, I'm about to just get a record deal and pay a lawyer. I was on a run. I'm like, fuck all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I came back home, probably like a week later, I was on the block. let my man hear. I was sitting in the car with my man Butter, letting him hear my demo. Cops pulled up behind us. I knew I had the warrants. I got out, ran. They caught me. Then I went to jail after that. And then, you know, I was had to be in jail for a couple months. Then I had to go to like a program. Then I was on house arrest, and that's when I was talking back and forth to Beans. He like, yo, we in LA. When you get off house arrest, you're gonna be right with me. Watch, I'm telling you, I got you. Yo, we in Florida. When you get off house arrest, you're gonna be right with me. And when I got off house arrest, I was right with him.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got on, you know, Jay-Z songs, albums early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was it ever like starstruck when you got around them people, or you just always had that tenacity?
I mean, I wasn't as far as when the time to get on, I was just always I rapped for Jay before. We was at a Tyson fight. It was Tyson versus Buffer. And like my old heads was heavy in the streets. Like I told you, I was in the streets heavy, you know, before. So we was messing with Jay and them on a different level. Like backstage, I met Lior, and I got a chance to rap for Jay then. You know, this when he had just sold 2 million records, because I remember Dane running through the hallways of the MGM like, yeah, Jay-Z, 2 million sold. We did it. We from the streets, 2 million records sold. Like, you know, and, I asked Jay later on, like, yo, you remember I rapped for you at the at the Tyson fight? He was like, no, I don't remember that.
For sure.
Yeah, but as far as, you know, being nervous, no, not at that point, you know, because I wanted it, you know what I'm saying? So when I was rapping for Jay, the second time, the time that actually got me the situation, I wasn't nervous. I was going for what I know. Like I had to, you know, get it. But, you know, it is times that, you know, I was nervous around them. Like, you know what I'm saying, just on a regular, you know, personal, you know, just being like, a lot of times me and Jay just took rides and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when he first did just standing on the answer, you see much farther than a giant. I remember when he first did that, he was like, yo, Free, take a ride with me. And I got in the Maybach with him and he was riding around, let me hear all them records. I'm like, yo, you got to kill a game.
Man, you always get to ride with the greats, man. What's up with that?
Hey, man.
With Scarface riding around.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Yeah.
That's a blessing for real.